Hello and welcome to the Maynard community. My name is Leigh and I'm one of the assistant heads here at the Maynard with responsibility for our co-curricular and enrichment programme. I work really closely with Steve Smeardon, our head of juniors, and also with Tom Hibbard, our head of sixth form. And you'll also get the opportunity to find out more specifically about sport, drama and music by speaking and hearing from our subject leaders and our director of sport. So as a parent, you may be thinking, what can we offer your daughter in terms of enrichment and extracurricular provision? And as a student, you might be thinking, what exciting trips and activities and societies can I become involved with? Well, our vision at the Maynard is for every girl to be able to do anything and everything. And we want to provide a really broad experience for our students, enable them to develop their horizons, develop a love for lifelong learning, meet new friends, but really to develop this attitude of a can-do attitude and give them the confidence and resilience to try anything that comes their way, so that later on in life they can really thrive and be confident to try new things. We have a really structured programme in terms of amount of clubs and societies that we have on offer. There are over 100 a week throughout the juniors and the seniors, encompassing a whole wide range of opportunities, which hopefully I'll give you a flavour about today. That could be leadership, volunteering, charity work, along with competitions, activities clubs, fixtures, performances, etc. The list is endless, really. Now, as I've said, our vision is for the girls to try everything and contribute to our school community in whatever way they can. And it's not unusual for the girls to be competing in a netball team one day, leading a presentation or an assembly, training for 10 tours or D&V at the weekend, and then rehearsing for the school musical. And so it's really also important for us in terms of our wellbeing provision that we map that commitment really carefully, because the girls have a lot of pressure. They also do a lot of activities outside of school and have a lot of commitments. And so we do have an extended lunchtime, which is nearly an hour and a half, and that enables the girls to really commit to a club at lunchtime, also have a lovely lunch, but also enables them, because some of them are travelling quite a distance in the mornings and after school, so it enables them to do their activities during the course of the day rather than staying after school. Having said that, we do have morning clinics and music lessons and peri lessons and chamber orchestras, and the lunchtime is split into a lunch A and a lunch B, and therefore we are able to offer two different activities during the course of the lunchtime. And then after school we have all our rehearsals and our fixtures, evening events, etc. So how are our clubs organised? Well, they're organised on a termly basis, so our activities and our societies will have a winter programme, a spring programme and a summer programme, and that could be as varied as a Harry Potter club in the juniors, to a peer mentoring club with our sixth form and our year sevens, our upper threes. It could be D&V, Duke of Edinburgh, 10 tours, it could be competitions, STEM clubs, and so the range of clubs covers every subject, every subject area, and every subject area runs its own enrichment provision. We're also really lucky that we have great partnerships and we have external coaches and specialist teachers that come into school. We now have a relationship with Exeter Chiefs in terms of developing grassroots rugby, which is really exciting. And so the girls often go off site as well for their clubs and activities. Now, in terms of our facilities, we are a small school and a small site, but we have really impressive facilities. A fantastic large sports hall, a bespoke fitness suite, a performing arts theatre, as well as specialist music rooms, drama rooms and outdoor sport facilities. But as we are in the heart of Exeter, it's also really exciting because we're able to offer a professional standard of facilities for the students to use. And we go to Exeter University for their hockey fixtures and practices. We have extra key down the road for our water sports, extra arena 10 minutes away for all of our athletics. And so the list is endless really of the fantastic facilities that the students can use, and we want those facilities to be the highest standard so they have the most professional experience as possible. What's interesting about our year groups and the way that our school is structured is that each key stage, each year group has its kind of own identity. So for example, the sixth form have a really intense baccalaureate programme which develops their enrichment, develops their leadership, and part of their focus is often leading clubs and activities for younger students, as well as Young Enterprise or United Nations. So they have a key focus in those areas. Certainly for Key Stage 4, there are more academic masterclasses and seminars because obviously they are juggling a fair number of GCSEs. But for Upper 5, our Year 11s, we run sports leaders, which is their particular focus in terms of developing their leadership skills, but also for Lower 5, most of the girls do 10 tours. DOV bronze is very much prevalent in Upper 4. So each year group has a particular challenge really that is a particular challenge that really kind of encompasses that year group and gives them an identity. And the junior school, you know, you'll see pre-prep doing ballet lessons, there's coding clubs, all the different sports and music activities as well. And Year 6 do this fantastic Shakespearean play at the end of their Year 6. So they have a wide range of experiences and activities. And as I've said, we really want to encourage the girls to do everything. So we do map our programme carefully so that, for example, Upper 3 will do their drama in the first term, in the winter term, and then they will move to dance in their great big dance-off entry in that spring term to try and spread the clubs and activities and societies out for them. Now, our house system is integral really to our whole co-curricular and enrichment provision. We have 4 houses: armourers, merchants, goldsmiths and haberdashers. Interestingly developed since the early 20th century and named after trade guilds. For example, goldsmith is related to the gold and silver trade. And the house system really underpins our curriculum and develops much smaller communities within our whole community. And the students are just really passionate about the house system. It runs from tokens in the juniors, red, yellow, green or blue tokens, to reward or house points in the seniors during curriculum time. But alongside that, we have these amazing whole school house competitions, so house song, house drama, sports day, swimming galas, as well as lots of house competitions within each subject, which then contributes to the total house points. And it's always really exciting on the very last day of term because we never know which house is going to win. I think Merchants won it last year. And each house has its own identity, and it enables a mix of year groups working collaboratively. You know, our sixth form house team run all of the house song, and they rehearse for a week and then perform it in a big competition at the end of the week. And so it's a fantastic opportunity for staff as well to build up those relationships with students, and those students to build up relationships with other students that they wouldn't normally work with. Leadership and volunteering is another aspect of our enrichment programme, and again this runs all the way through from the juniors up to the seniors. It could be something like peer mentoring or reading buddies, and equally form tutors, school council, wellbeing committee. Often students are running tours around the school, meeting parents, hosting events. So there are a whole range of leadership opportunities, and we really encourage the girls to volunteer and to develop those skills, as well as through our other programmes such as Duke of Edinburgh or Sports Leaders, which has a leadership element. And also all the school captains, school sports team captains and subject captains, which is a really, really good way to enrich the girls' experiences and develop their lifelong employability skills. Involvement in charitable fundraising is also a really important part of our co-curricular programme, And when I first joined the school, I was really outstanded at the amount of charity fundraising that took place across the juniors and the seniors, and quite often collaborating together, whether it was as simple as a cake sale or fancy dress or on uniform day, to a staff fashion show for Children in Need, which is all run by the head girl team. Our lower fours, our year eights, run our Christmas fete and create all the produce, and they, raised over £3,000 this year. So quite often the charitable fundraising is instigated by the girls and the students because they're really passionate about a local or a global cause, and we really encourage that side as much as possible. They're also enabled to spend their house points on charity, so rather than buying stationery or rewards for themselves, they often contribute it to our named charity. Now you might be thinking, what trips do we have on offer this year? And we always make sure we have a full range of small-scale trips to international exhibitions, to places such as Borneo or Slovenia. We have a South African sports tour, hockey and netball trip, which is absolutely fantastic. So we do have a full range all the way through, from our local visits to the zoo or to bowling, to our more regional activities such as going to London, to New York, to Berlin, and then that does then move on to the much bigger trips as well. And all the girls at some point will take part in a residential, which has very much a year group focus. But we try to make sure that we have a full range of trips with different levels of affordability, really, so that we have small scale all the way to large scale. And invariably, most of the girls do manage to go abroad, and the teachers at some point. Well, thank you for listening to my talk on co-curricular today. Look at the website and please look at all our wonderful newsletters, because actually in a talk it's really difficult in a few minutes to summarise our co-curricular provision. Please look at the newsletters and look at all the photos, because that really is typical of our day-to-day and our week-by-week provision. And there are so many wonderful things that happened here at the Maynard, and we have a really strong community spirit and really encourage the girls to contribute to their community within the Maynard, but also the wider community as well. So thank you for listening, and I'll be available for any questions.